Hey guys, I wanted to do a video for you on a multi-tool. This one in particular is the Gerber Clutch. Now, looking this up, I think it's been discontinued by Gerber, but you can still buy it. Still have them on Amazon. You can still get them at Lowe's here in Canada. Online, I'm sure you can probably find it in store as well if you have a Lowe's near you. Goes for about $21. Good little tool. It's actually a little cheaper than the Gerber dime. A little bigger. Not by much, but it is, other than this little bottle opener, it's physically bigger, thicker, but there's some good reasoning for that as well. I'll give you a little size comparison next to the full-size MP600. That's a blunt nose version. If we open it up, we'll crack open the dime as well. And then we'll open up the clutch. As you can see, the clutch is the middle size-wise. If you compare it to the dime, the pliers are bigger themselves, the heads on the pliers. A little less precise than the dime in particular. The dime comes together at a very nice point, nice and sharp tip on it. Mates up quite nicely, and the clutch, it actually, I don't know if you can see it, it doesn't close entirely. You see it stops, and then if you push harder, it will close down, but it actually binds up in here just a little bit. But you can certainly get it to come flush. You just got to give it a little more torque than the dime. The wire cutter, is actually about half the length of the one on the dime. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but yeah, the actual cutting surface on the wire cutter right there, that's probably, I wouldn't say it's quite a quarter of an inch, just under on the dime. But if you look at the clutch, it's really short right in here, the sharpened section for cutting wire. You couldn't go with a very heavy gauge wire to cut with this. Not that these are heavy duty in the first place. You'd want something like this if you were going to cut something much larger. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It has a bigger set of pliers, but smaller wire cutter. Just an observation there. So, what does the clutch have in it? Well, first of all, like I said, it's about $21, give or take. Of course, being a Gerber, it's a lifetime warranty on it. It's got spring-loaded pliers, needle nose, and they're good size for what it is. I mean, this is a nice compact tool. As you can see, it has Torx bits, so you can take it down if you need to, do any servicing on it. This one in particular, I believe, is pink. It's a little bit hard to tell. I mean, it could be red. This Gerber is red, or sorry, the dime is red. I think the clutch is pink, but it could be just faded red as well. This is a buddy of mine. His kids got it for him. Pretty sure they thought it was red at the time, so he's had it for a few years now, so it's very possible it's just a fade thing. It's the reason it's looking pink right now, I'm not sure, but regardless, I know it comes in gray, black, a couple other colors. I should have looked online to see if it came in pink or red, but anyway, it's cool. It's not a shouty color anyway. It's kind of a metallic pink red, something like that. Pliers they snap out really nice and firm. There's a nice detent to it. Of course, it has your keychain loop. This one here is your fingernail file, a rough file with a fingernail pick, I guess it would be called, or scraper, I think they call it, fingernail scraper on the end. And then we have a two-dimensional Phillips screwdriver on this end. And we have a flathead screwdriver on this end. This would be the large of the two, as well as the bottle opener built into that screwdriver. Now when I say the large of the two, there's going to be another flathead on this that's likely smaller than this one. So that's the extent of that side. On this side we have, as mentioned, the smaller flathead right there. And over here we have, and this is different, I've never seen a setup like this, but they've incorporated them, which is cool. Little pair of tweezers. Now they're very tiny. The dime, as a comparison, has tweezers, and as much as this is smaller, the tweezers are actually quite a bit longer because they're separate. And they'll open more for you. They seem to have a little more precise of a tip on them, but comparatively speaking, there's quite a difference in size of the pliers. Oops. Tip is pretty close as far as physical size goes, but it appears the tip on the dime is just a little sharper. Just I think a little bit better, a little bit of an upgrade on the pliers on the dime. These two Gerbers go for right around the same price. I think I spent 22 Canadian on the dime, and it's like 21 Canadian for the clutch. And the blade on this is actually really good for such a tiny multi-tool. The blade on that compared to the dime, I definitely would give the clutch the edge on the blade. It's got more of a belly to it. Appears to be, no, I say, yeah, it is. It's probably a 1/4 inch longer. Here, I'll put it up this way. It's definitely a longer blade, deeper belly to it, bigger blade in general. Pretty decent for the size of the multi-tool. It's a good sized blade on it. It's kind of cool how they, rather than going with your classic just little fingernail groove, they've stylized it a little bit. They dropped it down and just made it look a little more unique. They did the same thing over here on the nail file. Just put a little thought into the design on it. It's nice. So yeah, that's the extent of the tools on the clutch. What it's missing over top of the dime also runs with a package opener right there and scissors right there. So those are the two main differences that I can think of off the top of my head here that are just differences between these two. This is about the smallest one I've seen. This is really comparable, but it is actually bigger. It's wider and a little bit longer. Thickness, they're pretty much identical for thickness. There's not much in it there for a difference. But if you can still get your hands on one, if you want a little bit bigger blade than the current dime, of course the dime is still out there right now and very easy to find, Walmart or online. I happened to get this one at Walmart, $22 for that. If you want something a little bit bigger than that, but you don't want to go with a monster like the MP600, if you can still find a clutch, it's a good option. Lifetime warranty on it, like all Gerber multi-tools. 25 years outside of North America, but for those of us here in North America, it is full lifetime warranty. You can't really go wrong. This thing I know has been used quite a bit. It's been carried for a few years, and it's still solid and stiff as ever. Good positive detents. Snaps open really nice and firm. Strong little multi-tool. I definitely would recommend it if you're looking for a little pocket tool / pocket knife. I mean, it's got your blade covered. You got your pliers. I like having scissors on mine. That's about the only thing I could say is really kind of missing out of the equation. The package opener that the dime has it's cool. I use it, but it wouldn't be a make or break thing if my multi-tool didn't have it. But yeah, that's the Gerber Clutch. Any questions, comments, guys? Definitely feel free to leave me a message below, a comment. Go ahead and hit the like button if you're enjoying my videos, and I'll keep them coming. All right, thanks for watching.